Hey folks, it's Jesse from Digging Appalachia. Today I am in Georgia, Girard, Georgia, close to there, finding Savannah River agate, which is actually chert, but it's really neat stuff. It has like botryoidal spots in it like I just showed there. But this place is so loaded with it, everywhere you look. It's this, they call it Savannah River agate, but it's chert. It's just everywhere. So I mean, it seems like by the looks of this place, we found it from a rock hounding club, but from the looks of it, you could fill up wheelbarrows here if you wanted to. It's just kind of everywhere, but here later on, we're gonna cut and polish some of this stuff and see how it turns out, because I've seen some cut and polished, and it's beautiful stuff. There's, you know, reds and a lot of reds and yellows and browns and grays and everything in it, but we're gonna see what we get today. All right, thanks for watching. We'll be back. Yeah, so here I am, just to kind of show you like how beautiful this chert is. It's actually nappable. You can see where it's napped off there into like perfect little blades, but it's just so plentiful here. You can barely even put your hand down without going from one piece to the next. And they grade this road, so every time they come through, they churn up all this fresh chert here. Yeah, I can't wait to get some of this stuff polished up. I wish it was sunny so you could see the colors a little better, but we'll be going through different stages of this thing's development, hopefully up to a piece of jewelry by the end of the video here. But yeah, stay tuned. Here's a pretty neat piece with some nice botryoidal stuff, and you can kind of see why they call it Savannah River agate, this chert. Right here you can kind of see the banding, you can see the really nice botryoidal stuff. This still has dirt in it. Like I said, this whole road cut, the whole bank here, and right where they graded, there's more of this stuff than you can even pick up, like I said. But here I'm starting to get into some pretty nice, it looks a little more like agate than just the plain chert. It has some banding in it, but we'll see what we get. So here's something pretty cool. I just found this piece of chert here, and I mean, we've been here an hour maybe now, and I've been working on my second 5-gallon bucket already. But the cool thing about this piece is it has a brachiopod fossil in the chert, which is pretty rare. I heard that you can find fossils in it here, but that's the first piece I found that has an actual fossil in it. So pretty crazy, neat piece. Okay, so here we go. We ended up spending maybe an hour to an hour and a half collecting there today, and all I really did was kind of walk up the hill and casually kind of look around and pick up rocks. But there was so much material there, I could have filled up, I mean, I could have just filled up as many of these buckets as I wanted to. This is Crystal, everything she found. Here are 2 buckets I grabbed, and then some of the standout stuff with, you know, I haven't even gone through either of these 2 buckets yet, but here's some of the botryoidal stuff from out of there. Botryoidal, however you want to say it, potato, you know how it goes. But yeah, this stuff is crazy that I was finding there, and some of it, you know, has some druzy stuff on it, some of it doesn't. Just want to get you a good look at this. And we just got buckets of it today, like I said. It started to rain, so that kind of, you know, put a damper on things there. And, you know, we still, I mean, we left there with more than enough to be happy with in a very short amount of time. I mean, it's beautiful stuff. It's gonna be really nice once we cut and polish some of this stuff up. This is just rough right out of the bucket. And you can kind of see the detail in this piece a little bit. shadow right. Yeah, there we go. And let's see, this piece has some druzy on it, but it's wet right now, so it's actually harder to see the druzy on it whenever it's wet than when it's dry. You can see the patterns in this better when it's wet. And see one of the really cool pieces I found, I actually found this piece here. I think I showed it earlier actually, but it has a, an imprint of a shell in it. I've never seen anything quite like that on like a nappable material like this. So that's kind of one of the really cool things about this site, is you can find, as much of this chert material as you want, and comes in, a few different shades and a lot of kind of browns. Here's some nice purplish stuff. But yeah, if you want to stick around, I'm just going to go through some of this and dump this bucket out here. This one's kind of neat. It looks like an eyeball in there, if you can see that. It might be reflecting too much where I'm here in the sun. Let's dump this bucket out and see what interesting things we have in there. Here's some more of that purple, and I thought it was really pretty before we do that. And hopefully the camera won't get too wet here, because I'm going to kind of hose this stuff off as we go. Here we are. Let's see. Actually, I'm not even going to dump this whole bucket out. I'm scared of cutting myself. We could have been there for the whole day digging this stuff out, and had our car with the bumper dragging on the ground or something by the time we left. But yeah, this is average for what it looks like. And I did get into I showed a piece earlier in the video that got into some banding, but yeah, here we go. All kinds of Savannah River agate, aka chert, aka Savannah River agate, however you want to go on about it. But here we go, beautiful stuff. And I'm going to cut the video here. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's Digging Appalachia. Catch me next time.